but to be on the stage, Taylor Swift kicked that fucking door open for me, because when a lot of people were saying, yeah, I love it, sounds great, now let's get a producer to do it. And you, everyone in this room especially, knows that feeling. When you hear something, you say, I love this. And then there's all these people saying, no, it's got to go to a big name person. And we made a song called Out of the Woods for 1989. And when I was waiting for that call that says, okay, now this goes to some big name person, she said, let's mix this shit. And so I love you to death, Taylor. And I love all you guys. And this means a lot to me. And give it up for Laura and Ollie one more time.
Grammy Awards. It's amazing that he won Producer of the Year non-classical at the 66 Grammys. He is a singer-songwriter, musician, record producer, and Andy McDowell's son-in-law. The Bleachers frontman nods include Best Producer and Record of the Year for Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero. Plus he's a double nominee into categories as Anti-Hero, and Lana Del Rey's AW are both up for Some of the Year, while Taylor's Midnight and won as Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard nabbed Album of the Year nods. And The Maid star even factored into Jack's Grammy-nominated success. After All the Lawn album features the track Margaret, which Jack, who wrote and sings on, that details the couple's love story. However, the inspiration doesn't end there, as the 39-year-old recounts his romance with Margaret, whom he were in August on his band's upcoming self-titled album. I felt this thing inside of me, he said in a September 2023 The Face interview of life after meeting Margaret in 2021. An entirely new way of wanting to talk about myself and my experience. And while the couple have largely kept their relationship private, stepping out for red carpet date nights, they have started collaborating professionally. In addition to starring alongside Jack in the music video for his new single Tiny Moves, the 29-year-old served as co-director and choreo yoga for. More than anything, it was kind of just a love letter to Jack, Margaret told Vogue in January. We made this a few weeks before we got married, and I just thought it would be the kind of thing that one day I might want to show the kids. Keep reading for a look back on this couple's sweet relationship. The glossy, which will be released on February 7, chronicles Kelce college and NFL career, as well as certain parts of his life off the field, including hosting TV shows, most notably Saturday Night Live, his weekly podcast, and his philanthropy work. Certain pages of the comics will also be dedicated to his ongoing relationship with Swift. The Kelce-Swift romance has taken over the NFL this season and also spiked engagement across social media and increased merchandise sales for the league. Tidal Wave Comics recently updated its own Taylor Swift comic book featuring the singer dressed as a cheerleader. Kelce and the Chiefs will compete in the Super Bowl in Las Vegas on February 11 in a rematch against the San Francisco 49ers. And Swift is expected to hot-footed from her Tokyo Dearest tour show to Las Vegas. On Sunday night, FL reported that Swift is willing to fulfill both singer and cheerleader duties by flying all the way from Asia. He also explained how time zones can allow this Hail Mary of a trip to be successful. No doubt the biggest question heading into this game: if the Chiefs win, will Taylor Swift be at the Super Bowl? Rappaport said on NFL Game Day. Sources say yes. Now, she does have a concert on Saturday, February 10 at 6 p.m. in Tokyo. How in the world could she get to the game? Let me introduce you to something called the International Date Line. Tokyo is 17 hours ahead, Rappaport continued. That means this concert starts at 1 m Vegas time on the same day. Let's say it's a 5-hour concert about 11 p.m. local, which is 6 m still Saturday in Las Vegas. Figure a 12-hour flight, maybe she leaves about an hour later. Taylor Swift has inspired 24% of Gen Z to take interest in the Super Bowl, with even more rooting for the Chiefs because of her boyfriend Travis Kelce, but 15% of Americans hate what singer has done to the NFL. Taylor Swift has made 24% of genders increase their interest in football this season, as 31% of them will now root for the Chiefs in Super Bowl 58, even though 15% of Americans hate what the singer has done to the NFL. What's more is that Taylor has also increased millennials' interest in football by 20%, as her influence continues to impact all demographics in the United States, according to the latest LendingTree survey of 2,000 consumers in the country. Now nearly 75% of Americans plan to watch the Super Bowl this year. Swifties aren't just tuning in to see the singer, as 18% of them said they'll root for the Chiefs in the title game because of Swift. That figure rises to 31% among genders, 30% among those with children younger than 18, 30% among six-figure owners, and 26% among millennials. Taylor's influence isn't entirely positive, however, as 8% of all Americans say they're less interested in football because of her, on top of those who don't like her presence at games. Still, Americans are more loyal to football than the pop icon. Overall, 77% of Americans would rather have the best tickets to the Super Bowl than the best tickets to a concert of Taylor's. Regardless, no one should be surprised that Taylor's effect extended to football, according to LendingTree chief credit analyst Matt Shorts. If there's one thing that people should have learned all too well by now, it's that you should never be surprised by the enormity of Swift's influence. He said, "We've seen it with her records and concerts of court, but we've also seen it in movies, politics, and now football. She's been an absolute force to be reckoned with economically, and while her grip on the American public isn't going to last forever, no one should bet on it feeding much anytime soon." The Chiefs will match up against the San Francisco 49ers for Super Sunday's game on February 11th in Las Vegas. Travis Kelce is expected to play, meaning Taylor might be there if she makes it back from her Tokyo concert on time, and many of her fans will tune in, including those with children younger than 18. 24% who are more likely to say Taylor sparked an increased interest in football than those without children, 11%, and those with children older than 18, 6%. Meanwhile, six-figure earners, 21%, are significantly more likely to say they're more interested in football or the Super Bowl because of Taylor than any other income group. That compares with just 9% of those earning less than $35,000. Additionally, men 15% or slightly more likely to say they're more interested in football or the Super Bowl because of Swift than women, 12%. Travis Kelce mother Donna lands big brand gig. After she shot to fame when a football star son started dating Taylor Swift, Donna Kelce has become so famous that she has landed a big brand partnership. On Tuesday, Ziploc shared with DailyMail.com that she has become their first ever chief leftover officer. See hello. Donna shot to fame when football star son Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs started dating pop singer Taylor Swift. The mom has already posed with the product when she was seen carrying some leftovers this weekend. The mother to Travis, as well as Jason Kelce, held onto a Ziploc bag full of goodies as she got out of a car. The Kansas City Chiefs will play the San Francisco 49ers during the Super Bowl on February 11th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Swift is set to attend the big game alongside Donna. Donna already worked with other brands. Kind Snacks, Barefoot Wineabout, and Pillsbury are just some of the names. Ziploc uncovered that 3 and 4 big game watch party hosts feel guilty about throwing away leftovers. Yet 18 million plus pounds of leftovers were tossed during last year's game. To help fans reduce food waste and continue to enjoy the game day snacks they love, Dunne's first order of business is to encourage guests to bring your own Ziploc to this year's watch party to take home their leftovers. First ever Ziploc chief leftover officer Donna takes her new role seriously as she shows fans how to help reduce food waste by bringing your own Ziploc bags to game day gatherings. To help reduce food waste, Ziploc is appointing football Montana Kelce as the brand's first ever chief leftover officer. See yellow.